chairpersons, one and all. I'm Dr. Suresh Pandey, and I will be presenting this talk on behalf of Dr. Vidushi. I'm the first author of this talk, and today I'm going to share with you the experience of precision nanopulse technology for performing capsular access in pediatric cataract cases. As we all know, that performing pediatric capsular access is very difficult because of the highly elastic anterior capsule, shallow anterior chamber, low scleral rigidity, and a positive vitreous pressure. So there are very high chances of risk of runaway access or incomplete capsular access. So we designed a study, a pilot study, to evaluate the ease of anterior capsular access in pediatric population using the Zepto nanopulse technology, which is from Menosis Cellular Devices, California, USA. We also evaluated the site of the capsular access using the Zepto nanopulse technology. So all these cases were pediatric eyes, and they were done under general anesthesia. The surgical technique I will be showing in a video. The anterior capsule stenting was done, and this was followed by injection of OVD into anterior chamber. And we used Zepto device to create a capsular access. And after capsular access, we did the phaco aspiration, IOL implantation, primary posterior capsulotomy with anti-vitrectomy was done in all cases. So this is a brief video of a 5-month-old child. We are showing a technique of Zepto access in this 5-month-old child. You can see this is the silicone cup, and this can be inserted after folding inside the anterior chamber using the 2.8 millimeter incision. Notice the creation of capsular access in a fraction of a second, and this is the stent anterior capsule, which was approximately 5.2 millimeter in size, and this was followed by phacoaspiration, IOL implantation, and followed by posterior capsulectomy and anterior vitrectomy, and this was followed by the suturing of the main incision, side port incision, as well as stenting of the vitreous using the preservative-free triamcinolone node. So the results of this study was a pilot study, and total cases done was 10 cases, and we did only one eye of the bilateral cases. So this was 10 eyes. The types of cataract include jonular cataract in 4 cases, total white cataract in 5 cases, and one case we have done which has localized anterior capsule fibrosis. The age range of the children ranged from 5 months to 6 years, with the mean age of 3.2 years. It was possible to achieve a complete capsular access in all 10 cases without any intraoperative complication. So coming to the discussion, Zepto Precision Nanopulse technology is a FDA-approved disposable capsulotomy device, and which this device uses a low energy pulse to create a precise central capsular access independent of pupil size, corneal clarity, or lens density. This device can be inserted through clear corneal incision of 2.75 millimeter. The device is also come which can be inserted through 2.2 millimeter incision, and the device uses gentle suction to create a uniform capsular contact. The capsulotomy are performed using a disposable handpiece with a soft collapsible tip and circular nitinol cutting element. The electrical pulses, nanopulses, are delivered to a nitinol, which is nickel titanium ring, to create a capsulotomy instantaneously, simultaneously, all along 360 degrees with no cautery or no burning. And vaporization of the water molecules trapped between the capsule and nitinol ring create a 360 degree complete capsular access. A clear window in the silicon cell surrounding the nitinol ring permit patients to fixate on the microscope light, and which allows surgeon to center the capsular access under the direct visualization through the microscope. This device can create capsular access of 5.2 millimeter in size, and our center was the first in India to use Zepto nanopulse technology in pediatric cases, and we have used in adult cases as well. The limitation is that you have to insert into the anterior chamber, and they are concerned about the endothelial cell loss, but a recent study has shown there was no endothelial cell loss. So there are other potential problems with this device, such as incomplete access, suction loss, etc. But we have not seen any of such complications in the our study. Our pilot study was successful, but however, further studies are need to be done to evaluate the success of Zepto Nanopulse technology in pediatric eyes. So in this device has a lot of advantages, and a lot of studies need to be done to evaluate the success of this device in pediatric eyes. Thank you so much.
Any questions?
So with the Zepto in the pediatric eyes, how often do you get a miotic pupil? Like the pupil size comes down in these patients?
Yes, that's very good question, ma'am. Actually, we have seen the pupil size coming down in almost 75% of our age. I have shown in the video also. Once you insert the device in the pediatric eyes and you try to position it, and once you come out, there are some contact with the iris, and this iris contact can lead to meiosis of the pupil. But the good point is that, ma'am, that in the pediatric eyes, the cataract is soft, and you can just do phacoaspiration, and after doing phacoaspiration you can implant the lens. And in our series, we have done the primary posterior capsulectomy and anterior vitrectomy after implantation of the lens into the capsular bag. So this meiosis did not cause much problem, but this is a valid concern that one should keep in mind.
Thank you.
Did you see any extension of rhexis in any of your cases? And is it as strong as the manual CCC, the Zepto capsular rhexis?
That's a very good question. We have not seen any extension of capsular rhexis in any of our cases of 10 eyes. In adult case, I have seen extension in 2 eyes because of the incomplete suction so in pediatric eyes, we did not see any case, because by that time we have gained some experience with our adult series. And the second thing, we have not seen any extension of the rhexis in any of the eyes in the pediatric age group. However, in the adult group, we have seen extension where there was incomplete contact, incomplete. And coming to your question of the strength, the experimental studies done have shown that the rhexis was a strong as manual rhexis, but this is another study which we need to do in the pediatric eyes. Thank you.